Welcome. Sorry for the delay in getting started in our webinar. We just wanted to make sure it was all set up and ready for you guys today. So this is the Beta Alpha Psi webinar, and we're so fortunate to be here live with some of our math students here at Olin. And we're going to go ahead and talk more about Beta Alpha Psi. And for those of you that don't know, most of our math students do apply to be a member of Beta Alpha Psi. It's a premier international honor and service organization that inspires scholastic and professional excellence. Topics cover accounting, finance, information systems. And Olin initially installed our chapter in April of 2015 and right away received distinguished chapter status. 2015 and 16 school year, which is quite a nice accolade to some of the people sitting in front of me. So we'll go ahead and let everyone introduce themselves, and please hold your Q&A till the end. You're welcome to go ahead and send them in, and we'll just address them once we finish. Okay? Thank you. So we'll go ahead and start with Rachel Liu.
Good morning. My name is Rachel Liu. I'm originally from China. And I finished my undergraduate degree at Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and then I came to WashU Olin here for my math degree. And I am currently the Vice President of Communication at Beta Alpha Psi, where I will be in charge of drafting weekly newsletter and designing event posters.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Josie, and I am the second semester math student. And I'm originally from China, but I went to Michigan State for my undergrad, majored in accounting as well. And besides Beta Alpha Psi, I'm also the S&P ambassador who will help the admission office with the admitting weekend or Olin Preview Day. And besides that, I am the Vice President of Social Activity and Recruitment of Beta Alpha Psi, where I am in charge of the recruitment and also organizing the social events for the semester.
Hi, I'm Amanda Leary. I am a dual degree student. I went to WashU for my undergrad and majored in accounting and finance. I am the president of Beta Alpha Psi, and I participate in that in PGN.
Hi, everybody. My name is Jack Hoots. First of all, big congratulations to you all for your acceptance into the program. I am the Vice President of Finance for Beta Alpha Psi, so I'm in charge of keeping up our financial statements and keeping track of the expenditures and the budget of the chapter. And like Amanda, I'm a dual degree student, so I was here as an undergrad, and I majored in accounting as an undergrad, and I'll be here next year to continue the math program, which I've started taking some courses for.
Hi everyone, my name is Alicia Chu, and I'm a Master of Accounting student here at WashU. I am from Malaysia, but I did my undergraduate here in the US at Hiram College in Ohio. I majored in accounting and finance, and I'm a member of Beta Alpha.
Great, thank you so much, guys. So now we're going to get started on some topics we were hoping will help you guys with your enrollment admissions decisions and let you know a little bit more about what Beta Alpha Psi actually does. So it offers many opportunities for accounting students. Three areas in particular are professional development, community service, and of course some fun, some social events. Let's get started with the professional development opportunities. Amanda, can you talk a little bit about the essential skills events, please?
Of course. So at BAP, we want to help you become successful within your internship and not only obtaining it. So through the national and international BAP organization, we have identified different essential skills to become successful. So we host sessions on negotiating, how to manage distractions, and how to receive negative feedback, which are all areas that students have identified as weaknesses when entering the workforce.
Great, thanks so much. Rachel, I get this question a lot. CPA exam prep. It's obviously a huge topic. Everyone in the MAC program, you know, that's our goal, is to become a CPA and land a great professional experience to start out our careers. Can you talk a little bit about how Beta Alpha Psi supports that effort?
Okay, so for the CPA exam, Beta Alpha Psi has hosted like 2 events. So those events are probably about like CPA exam field testing, where members and candidates get a chance to testing on the real exam questions provided by AI CPA. I would say that's a great exposure for students that are prepared themselves to take the CPA exam, but they're not familiar with the text format, or they're a little bit nervous about what they will encounter during the exam. That will be a great exposure. And we also have like the members and candidates will be a great source, a great study group if you want to have your CPA exam. Like I would say the environment is very important and very helpful, as well as the CPA field testing events.
Great, thank you. Yeah, I get that question a lot. If we have, you know, a per se CPA exam prep course, which obviously we don't specifically have here at Olin, but do students study together and in groups in that collaborative environment? So I know that helps our students feel more prepared when they take the exam. So that is wonderful. Thank you. And Jack, I know you do some work with professional development, specifically with some guest speakers. Can you let our listeners know a little more about that, please?
Absolutely. Our professional events are probably the most valuable part of being this chapter, because it provides us the opportunity to interact with professionals and accountants who are in the field currently in a small and intimate setting, where we're able to ask them questions. You know, they'll present on a formal topic. We've had people talk about specifically their different roles in accounting and, you know, what area of accounting they decide to go into. We've had, you know, we have all the big four at some point or another come to talk to us during the year. We also have smaller regional firms like Eisner Amper from New York and Reuben Brown from the St. Louis area. And it's really great because, you know, it's a small group of us there, and they always stick around to ask questions afterward, to let us, you know, talk to them afterward. And I know that it's, you know, allowed me the chance to get to know some professionals very well, and it's even helped me land a leadership weekend for this summer, and I'm hoping potentially a job, you know, come this fall when I'm going through full-time applications.
Great, glad to hear that. And what sort of topics have they touched on when they come to speak with you guys?
Sure. So, you know, we've had people from both the tax and audit side talking about, you know, what their decision-making process was for whether they wanted to go down the tax route or the audit route. We've had people talk about advisory services. We have had, you know, we've had speakers talk about diversity in the workforce. We've had an event on cybersecurity. The range of topics is very diverse, but it tends to be topics revolving around, you know, issues in the current accounting world, you know, right now. So.
Great, thank you. And I'm glad you brought up the audit and tax topic, because certainly a large percentage of our MAC students go into public accounting, but I don't think we have broken out on our employment report specifically. About 80% of those go into audit and about 20% go into tax. And we'll touch on tax in a little bit as well. Let's see, Josie, some professional networking events. Can you touch on that, please?
Yeah, sure. As we all like talk about all the time, that networking is a really important thing to do in the business world, especially for accounting students. But we understand that it's a little bit difficult for international students to do the network in a large career fair because you're nervous, you don't know how to have a small talk with professionals. So here we are. We had our in this semester, we had our first office visit to PwC local office, where we brought our students to their local office, and you have a chance to have private network with their professionals, and you get to say hello to the campus recruiter, and you get to have a good impression on them. And besides that, you will learn more about the firm structures and what they are doing in their firms and what their services are about through their presentations. And after that, we also had an office tour to their 3 floors office, which is really beautiful. And it's a great opportunity to ask questions and address your concerns and leave good impressions and learn how to have private networking.
Great, definitely. Yeah, I used to be a Big Four campus recruiter, and I always tell students, I mean, definitely be prepared from day one when you're meeting these firms, because those initial impressions do get you off to a jump start if they go in the right direction. And then also let those recruiters know what office you might be interested in, because the St. Louis office here is only so large and only can hire so many international students. But maybe pick an office, a larger office that has more global clients if you're an international student. And from the get-go, start selling your story and your pitch as to why that New York or Chicago or San Antonio or San Francisco office is a great fit for you. And maybe some clients in an industry in particular that you would like to work on. Because those recruiters need to be able to sell your story. So make it easy for them. Give them a story. Thank you for that. Alrighty, so the next topic we're going to cover is community service. Giving back to our community here in St. Louis is a large part of the Olin experience, and one thing I love about our school. Rachel and Amanda, can you chat with us a little bit about the community service opportunities that Beta Alpha Psi has participated in, please?
Sure. So the first big event, the community service event that Beta Alpha Psi kind of features is our VITA program. So it's a for VITA program, you can choose either to just do it as a volunteer, or you can do it with a credited course where you can earn 1.5 credits for that course. So VITA is basically you're being an individual tax preparer for our local neighborhood, like low-income taxpayers. You help them do their individual tax returns. So this semester, I participated in the VITA program, and I found it very helpful for both applying my knowledge from tax courses into the real life, as well as you're really helping the neighborhood. Like you help those taxpayers get their tax returns done, and sometimes help get their refunds. It's a very rewarding experience, as well as helping you get some very good career highlights on your resume. So I would say that's a very great community service event that Beta Alpha Psi features.
On a different side, we also participate in Cornerstone and Pathways to Independence. Both are local St. Louis organizations. Cornerstone is an early developmental center for kids from 2 to 5. So we have like a play date with them. We get to dance, play games, and it really helps stimulate the kids at a young age and prepare them for later on. And then Pathways to Independence is a great organization that helps adults with learning disabilities acclimate to different environments. So just last weekend, Josie and I went to the zoo with a group, and it was a lot of fun. It's a really great experience, and it feels great to get back to our community.
And we have a fabulous zoo here in St. Louis, if you haven't already heard. It's one of the best in the nation, and it's free. So that's something we're very proud of as well. Another question I get often is, how do MAC students get to know each other? Like, we have all these classes and, certainly group projects and orientation, but, I might be coming here not knowing anyone. And how does that process work? Josie, do you want to touch on that, please?
Yeah, absolutely. Besides all of those serious professional events that Beta Alpha Psi provided, we also had lots of social events just for fun. At the beginning of each semester, we would have our welcome back events. Last semester, we had the barbecue outside, and this semester we had ice skating in the forest park, where you will be able to meet returning students and also the new student in a really relaxing environment. And sometimes we will also invite our faculty advisor to the event as well, so you get to talk with the advisor and professors to learn more about the schools that you will be facing in the future. And besides that, we also try to incorporate learning St. Louis in our all of the social events and also those community services events. So in this semester, we also had another social activity to visit the Federal Reserve Museum here in local St. Louis, which is a quick experiences to learn different museums, and in the future, we'll have more for that.
Great. And then also just to let our admitted students know, once you enroll in the program, you'll get a link to campus groups and an invitation to be part of our Facebook page, which is another great way to meet current Mac students as well as students that would be in your incoming class. Thanks for all that help, guys. And the next question is more of a general one that I know a lot of our participants are probably thinking. What advice do you have for incoming Mac students, and why Beta Alpha Psi? Like, what are your personal tips for that? Alicia, do you mind starting?
Sure. I would say like coming to Olin, come prepared, because when you first come, we have a in September is when fall recruitment starts. So if you're a one-year student, you want to make sure you come with your resume prepared, and I think the Career Center does help with that as well.
Mm-hmm.
They would, I think if you look at your emails around July, they're sending out like how to prepare your LinkedIn profile, how to get your resume together. So you want to come prepared for that. And what else? Oh, like maybe have an idea of, you are able to start looking at like what kind of firms are coming. So have an idea of those, of what kind of roles you want and what they're looking for. And yeah, so I would say like come prepare.
Sounds good. Jack?
I strongly encourage everyone to attend the 2-week programming before the official beginning of the school year, to come to that, to really take that as a time to get to know your classmates. It's a really awesome opportunity to explore St. Louis, to get to know all of your future classmates, and just kind of get settled before the rush of the school year. I really enjoyed it. And another thing, I would talk to third semester Mac students to try and, hear from them what they think about St. Louis and some really cool and fun things they found to do, and create a bucket list and use the year to try and, check some things off of your to-do in St. Louis list. And in terms of that, it's just a great opportunity to get to know your classmates outside of the formal classroom setting, and it's just a really awesome opportunity to network with professionals. So,
Thank you. Actually, Jack, when you touched on that time before school officially starts, so you guys, the new class is going to have SMP starts. They're mixing up orientation a little bit, so the program's actually starting with that orientation process. Like the WCC will be coming in and really jump starting the program, which is great. So for international students, that starts on August 7th. And for domestic students, it starts on the 8th and it goes through the 11th. So yeah, that'll be a really great opportunity for our new students to get a feel for what Olin is like. Great. Amanda?
So there's so many opportunities at Olin and within the SMP program. So I'd recommend become active in these programs early on, become engaged, try things that maybe you didn't do in undergrad, but you want to explore with this master's degree. And then why that? Similar to Jack, it's a great way to meet people. It's also a great way to look at different areas within accounting that maybe you haven't considered, and hearing guest speakers talk about their experience, I've really enjoyed.
Great. Josie?
For advices, the very first thing that I would say is just definitely come prepared, and also don't skip any opportunity that you are able to participate and attend as much as events you can, no matter if it's just for fun or it is for professional. It's a good opportunity for you to talk more people by using English. It's just a practice. You have to force yourself, get out of the comfort zone. And in terms of Beta Alpha Psi, we will have our mentorship program at the beginning of fall semester. We will partner you, the new students, with returning students, or like a students like Amanda, who has been here for a long time, to give you opportunity to have a close relationship with students and learn more about the school and the St. Louis from the student, not from a very professional way. So you will make friends with them and go out, hang out with them. For me, I was the mentee of a really good mentor last semester, and he also helped me with the interview as well. So it's a great opportunity for you to join the mentorship program and learn different students and learn more about the school and also and also the syllabus.
Great, thank you. Rachel?
Yeah, so for the advices, I would suggest that plan ahead is like much similar with the previous suggestions. Like going back to the issues of CPA exam, especially for international students, if you want to get things done, you must plan ahead. And if you have a calendar or a schedule for things you want to accomplish, so that's the one advice I want to give to all the new coming students. And talking about Beta Alpha Psi, I still remember my first Beta Alpha Psi meeting here in Holland. It's about like in September, like a year ago. But I remember I met with so many new students, not only within our program, but also like the students from last year. They really helped to get involved in the environment. And I recall that they introduced to some of the St. Louis highlighted things you should do and places you should go. That's really, like, when you first come into a new environment, that's really helpful and really, you can establish a relationship here in Beta Alpha Psi, as well as we have some excellent professional events. We have the chance to meet with the campus recruiter and also the guest speakers, and you know more about the industry. I'll say Beta Alpha Psi is a great place and you should consider it.
Great, thank you. And can you guys just touch on the foundation courses as well?
Oh yeah, sure. For me, because I took my undergrad here in the United States, so the foundation course is more like a refreshment for me because I took my intermediate accounting back to my junior year, which is a long time ago. And definitely read all of the materials and take the quizzes. And it's really important for you to get the refreshment before you come here to study more challenging courses. And also ask questions. So the professors here are all really good. Just go ahead, ask your questions and learn more from them and also address your concerns.
Okay, great, thank you. So that is all of our topics to present. Now we'll go ahead and open it up to Q&A. So it looks like we have a question that came in. How does the recruiting process of new BAP members work?
You don't have to go through a really serious recruiting procedures. You just need to fill out a Beta Alpha Psi application contract, and with that, you have to pay a due of $125 for the first time new international students. And after that, you will be eligible to be a candidate and to participate all of our professional events, which open to all students, and all of those like PwC office visits and community services, which open only to candidate and members. And as long as you fulfill all of the requirements through the semester, you will be initiated as a member at the end of each semester.
Okay, great. So another question we have is housing. That topic comes up a lot. Does anyone have advice on finding a roommate or housing?
Just like what Amy mentioned before, Facebook group is the place that I find my roommate. Definitely join the Facebook group and talk to more people and ask for help on the Facebook group. And all of those faculties on the Facebook group and the students will help you if you need the housing suggestions or like a roommate for me. And I definitely recommend you to live in Quadrangle, which is a WashU housing company, which is nearer to the campus and also is safer.
Yeah, their office is located at North Campus. They also have another property name called Parallel. They have several properties near the campus where I currently live. It's a great place to live, and it's very safe for international students, especially. You would like to consider the safety issues. So
great, sounds good. What's your favorite part of the MAC program so far here at Olin? What have you guys just really enjoyed participating in or being a part of?
From an academic point of view, I really like the night classes taught by working professionals.
Right.
We have our tax and business strategy class that's taught by a PwC tax partner, and it's really great to have the real life experience in that classroom and talk about issues that people are facing right now and today. And so I really like that.
Mm-hmm.
I really, oh,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I really like the size.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like I at least know the name of everyone in the current math class, and also the size of the classes themselves. You know, you're not in a big lecture classroom of 100+ people. It's small groups of maybe 15 people around that, and you know, because of that, you really have the opportunity to get to know your professors. You're not just another face in the crowd, and you know, they have office hours, and they are willing to meet with you and help you and engage you. So that's probably my favorite thing.
Great.
For me, I would say it's a mixture of the classrooms, because we were able to take class with undergrad students, the MBA students, and also different program students where you get to meet more people. And also, as Jack just said, the small size of the classroom is really important to me. And also, all of the challenges that you will be facing here in Olin it's going to be interesting and it's going to be fun. And besides that, I would say for Mac, because we have lots of elective credits for Mac, so you will be able to take lots of credits outside of the Olin Business School and outside your program. So definitely take that opportunity to learn different things that you would like to explore in your school time. Yeah, that's what I enjoyed.
Great, thank you.
I'd like to add on to what Josie said. So in the MAC program, it's flexible enough to be involved in like a practicum. So for me, I'm involved in like we have like a Center for Experiential Learning here. So you're able to work with like other MBA students or other students in the SMP program. So like you'll bring your accounting expertise, while someone else will bring their finance or customer analytics expertise. So I think like that's very beneficial. So the program is flexible and you're encouraged to do that. So that's what I really like.
Definitely. Yeah, I like how you guys get that networking opportunity. And then also just learning from each other, because everyone has their different experiences and different areas of expertise. And I think ultimately that gives you an advantage in the workforce. Definitely. Did you want to answer, Rachel?
Okay, so great career resources here at Olin. We have WCC, we have MCC. When the fall recruiting season begins, you want to have someone go over your resume, help you prepare for your interview. That's the place you should go, and the people there are really helpful. I personally was benefited a lot from the Mexican Career Center and the MCC at the Simon Hall. So I would say we have great career resources here.
Yeah, and the MCC, the Management Communications Center, is offering a course this summer called CompCom, and I had no idea. I mean, it's like 9 to 3:30 every day for look like 5 or 6 weeks. It starts in July, and I know students who have participated in that, because I mean, they go over like mock interviews, presentation skills. I mean, it's like A to Z. Part. So yeah, if anyone wants information on that, we can send that to you guys as well. But that's an enormous jump start, which kind of leads me to my next question. What advice do you guys have now for something I can specifically be doing for preparing for life at Olin?
I think we've talked a lot about coming prepared for like career services, academic wise, but I would say like come prepared to like have fun and to meet other people as well. So especially during orientation, there's a lot of team building events. We have like there are fun events, and I would say make sure you come, because through that event I've met a lot of people outside of the MAC program, and I think that is very beneficial as well. Like other people within the S&P program that you're able to like mix with and like be able to like hang out with over the weekend. So yeah, like come prepared to like participate and have fun.
Great. Go ahead.
Besides come prepared, I would say we always recommend you that come prepared, but you definitely don't need to be very nervous, because there are so many great resources here on campus, including the advisors and also the professors and also different classmates. And you definitely go out to search for help when you're in need, and never be nervous when you are desperate. Just go ask for help, and we're here to help you.
Great.
So
Jack?
you said earlier they're going to be sent a link to campus groups and
Yes.
they're going to be able to join. I would definitely, scope out campus groups. Take a look at that. That's going to have your list of anything and everything you can get involved with at Olin and the WashU community at large. So I would come here, ready to go with at least a few things that you want to check out. And when you get to campus pretty early in the fall, there's going to be activity fairs. There's an activity fair specifically for the business school, and then also for the entire school. And so, just kind of scope out what clubs you might want to join when you get here.
Sounds good. Okay, we have a couple more questions that rolled in, and then we'll be wrapping up shortly. How can we sign up for the summer course you mentioned? So for foundation courses, you will all be automatically enrolled in those, and those will open up the beginning of July, and they're offered online. And then for intermediate accounting, you'll take the exam. I believe it's day 2 of orientation. So that's how that one works. And then for CompCom, you can just go ahead and email your recruiter. So that would either be myself, Amy Johnson, or Jessica Voss, or Nikki Lumley, and we can get you the information on that. And then another question, if we want to engage in organizing events for BAP, what should I do as a member?
We do have committees, so we have a banquet committee, and we're looking at expanding that. So that's a great way to learn on how to organize events.
Mm-hmm.
And then another great thing that BAP does is we hold elections in December and in the spring. So if you decide that you want to become more active after being on a committee or being a member, you can always run for an election and hold a position.
Great. And then another question, do we have any case competitions? Has anyone participated in anything like that?
We do, or do?
I've received newsletters saying that there is kids competitions here on campus, but for me personally, I didn't participate in that. But I know that we do have kids competitions here on campus, but yeah,
And you guys probably do some cases in your classes.
Yeah, there's so many cases in your classes. You definitely do case analysis every day with your teams, and yeah, it's totally different from my learning pattern in my undergrad school. So it's a great time to have to practice your teamwork skills and also case analysis skills.
I can talk more a bit. I know a little bit more about the case competitions. I know they usually have one, like the CFA has one. In last fall, they had one, and students are able to, you basically form your own teams, and then you participate. And I know Olin does sponsor teams as well, like
Wall Street or something.
CFA ones, like if you have a team of 4, you are able to apply. I think they give you like some stipend to prepare for those. So you can form your teams with other students from other programs.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many things to get involved in here at Olin, and I know everyone kind of needs to pick and choose their own path, because surprisingly, the 3 semesters goes by very quickly. So I definitely encourage our new students to reach out to our current students and kind of hear what their path and experiences have been, so you can really jumpstart once you hit campus. Okay, well, I think we need to wrap up, but thank you so much for listening to us today. And thank you so much to our panelists for taking time out of their busy schedules. We really appreciate it. And we hope to see everyone on campus in the fall. And go ahead and contact grad admissions or your recruiter if you guys have further questions. Okay? Thank you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Bye.